Kashana Johnson, Vice President of the Ambassador Program. Today, I will be going over the student handbook for this virtual orientation. Starting out, we want to let you guys know what our mission statement is. Our mission is to become a new standard of excellence in our community by providing well-trained and highly skilled medical professionals. Allied Medical Training Center is dedicated to empowering individuals with the skills, knowledge, practicing, and experience needed for successful career in the growing and rewarding field of the allied healthcare. We believe that quality education do not need to be in high cost, just high in quality. Therefore, we provide short-term, low-cost quality programs. School policies. School policies. Welcome and thank you for choosing Allied Medical Centers, AMTC, and our pleasure to assist you in reaching your goal to become a allied healthcare professionals with one of the accelerated programs. AMTC appreciates the time, attention, and critical thinking that you will display and apprehend to in the upcoming weeks. Also, we have a zero tolerance for AMC has zero tolerance for drugs, sexual harassment, weapons on campus. If a student engages in such activity, it will result in immediate dismissal of the program and no refunds of any kind. Academic integrity. Next, we will be talking about your academics. Okay. During examinations, all desks should be clear. No books, no notes, miscellaneous paper, or personal items to include electronic devices are present at this time. That means put your cell phone away. Also, we have a zero tolerance policy for cheating. If you cheat, pretty much, you're done. So that's how it goes with cheating. In externship, it is necessary for the curriculum completion. School rules apply in addition to the policies of the external site. Attendance. Due to this being an accelerated program, it's mandatory for you to be in school every day, unless emergency, but every day. Class attendance. Regular attendance for class and clinicals, you need to be there. Class attendance will be kept by the faculty. Counseling, verbal, written, and will be implemented if there is poor performance by the student in either the classroom or the clinical areas, resulting in excessive class absence. You just got to be school. Be the school. It's important. Please notify instructor or the school in case of emergency that you will not be there. That is very important. Let us know what's going on. 7 to 12-week course completion. If a student is absent 3 times, student is dropped on the 4th time. 13 to 20-week course completions. If student is absent 5 times, he's dropped. So it's very important to be the school. It's important. We have to focus. We have to implement that. Just be the class. Okay. Tardies. Third tardy equals to third tardy equal to or greater than 30 minutes or more is equivalent to 1 absent. So if you got 3 tardies and they're more than 30 minutes, that's a whole absent. So you got to watch out for that. Students are required to be in the classroom at all times. Excessive tardiness is disruptive to the educational process and may result in disciplinary actions. Students are required to attend class and externship. If you miss a day of a classroom instructing hours, it is by the discretion of the instructor if you can make that time up. So if you miss the class, you have to get with the instructor to see when that time can be made up. Your hours are very important. It's a very accelerated course. Hours are important. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, to the health and the safety of our students, visitors and families, paramount here at AMTC, we continue to monitor the situation regarding the COVID-19. Please ensure that when you have knowledge and exposure to anyone who have tested positive or you may have been around them, you have to let us know here at AMTC because we're family. And you have to let us know. You also have to go get tested. If you you have to quarantine yourself 14 days. That's policy statewide. So just make sure that if anything is going on with the COVID, you let someone know, and then we will handle that accordingly. But it's very important. Tuition and fees. Students must provide a copy of their state ID, their social security card, during time of admissions. The identification on your social security card must match. All that stuff has to match up in order for you to be enrolled. There is no exception to the rule. Your ID is used to verify your identification for your certification. Your ID have to match your certification. So whatever you give us, that's exactly what we're going to put when your certification comes. If it don't match up, hey, we can't do that. Deposit must be made prior to start dates. Deposit is non-refundable. So if you come and you sign up and you put the $300 down and for whatever reason you can't make it, you cannot get that back. It's non-refundable. Tuition payment options are weekly and bi-weekly. If a student chooses bi-weekly payments must be made in advance so that the account is up to date and not past due. So if you coming and you're gonna make bi-weekly payments, you're gonna pay pretty much 1 week and another week. It's gonna be done. That way you don't have to worry about it and you are caught up already. You won't be behind. If a student has a financial hardship, a payment arrangement can be entered prior to being late 2 consecutive payments. Only 2. However, payment plan must be apprehended to prevent being dropped from a program. If you do not pay, you will be dropped because that's a space taken up, somebody else could be here. National examinations is suggested. Examinations offered at the end of each course. This is not mandatory. However, extremely valuable. The cost is between $125 and $250, and is not included in tuition costs. So when you come and sign up for the course and you pay whatever the tuition is, that do not covers your for you to take your examinations. That is a separate cost that you have to pay upon taking your examination for every examination that you choose to take. Payment option effective. We are not taking any more cash payments effective immediately. No cash payments at all. That's just our policy. We're going to do ACH withdrawals, and that's how we're going to move forward with doing payments for the course that you decide to take. Option 1 for your payment. 50% of the tuition minus the deposit is expected for the first day of class. The remaining balance can be paid once the student completed 50% of the program. During the time, the student has the option to make weekly or bi-weekly payments to the business office, utilizing payment vouchers to exhaust the remaining tuition with any method. Cash, well, we're not doing cash anymore. Check, money orders, or debits. ACH withdrawals. Option 2, ACH request form is completed and the first day is expected via credit or bank card. First day of class, students are responsible for notifying AMTC of financial institution change promptly to avoid 25% non-sufficient fund fee. ACH draw covers the student minimum payment amount defined on the form during completion. Option 3, if your student enter a payment and the account balance must reflect zero balance prior to taking any national certification exams. Because you can come and pay 100% if you want to come, and that's the third option. You can pay 100% of your class, your tuition, and you won't have any more payments. But you also have to make sure that your account balance is zero before you can take any examination. And you have to pay the examination fee, whether $125 to $250. Also, refund policy. AMTC reserves the right to review any request for a refund. All refunds will be made within 45 business days. Not holidays, not weekends. Don't count holidays and weekends. 45 business days of withdrawal when they're accepted and when it's accepted and approved. So it has to be accepted and approved, and from then 45 business days you will receive a refund and with a withdrawal form. A request for a refund doesn't guarantee that you will get one. It depends on the circumstances and what's going on. All deposits are non-refundable. Only unused tuition is refunded and deemed refundable. All refund requests must be requested in writing along with a withdrawal form. Students administratively drop are not eligible for refund. So if you drop if you drop yourself, or you having to drop for whatever other reasons, there's no refund. There's no refund. Students that fail the course are not eligible for a refund. So if you fail the course, you're also not able to get a refund. Students are monitored within the first week of the course for signs of activity such as express interest, engagement with classroom discussions, submitting assignments, or completing assignments. Students who do not demonstrate activity in their course will be administratively withdrawn or canceled in effect of the 5th day of the course, and refunds made available to the student with the reward back minus administrative fees, student deposit, and any other accumulated by the student. Student will be rewarded based on time allocation, 45 business days. So now we're going to talk about if you get dismissal from the program. Dismissal. AMTC may dismiss any student whose health, conduct, personal qualities, excessive absences, or school records indicate that it would be inadvisable for the student to continue the program. AMTC reasons for dismissal shall include any demonstration of the following, including but not limited: evidence of actual or potential harm to patients, clients, or the public; criminal behavior, potential nonviolent directs against the persons in the classroom, your classmates, the instructors, anyone there that is with us, if we find you using drugs, alcohol, anything of that note, chemical dependency, medical illness, and dismissal, mental capacity. All those things. Should students found to have engaged in an academic dishonesty may be subject to discipline, up to and including expulsion. Cheating on academic work includes, but not necessary to limit it. Copying someone's paper, cheating on, looking on other people's, looking on paper. You can use some things if you're trying to use other people's phones. If you're trying to, just anything that you're doing that consider yourself cheating, because that's not allowed at AMTC. We can't have that. Everyone is in there, so everybody got to learn. Everybody got to learn. If you don't know it, hey, you don't know it. Dress code. Every student must wear their gray charcoal scrubs, including clothes and shoes. Unless you happen to apply for the ambassador, you apply to be an ambassador, then you can wear red like I have on. And I'm a vice president, so yeah, you can get the luxury of wearing red instead of gray. But up until that, you are responsible for wearing your gray scrubs every day that you have class, unless you have red. And also, coming soon, we're going to be able to have t-shirts. The t-shirts will have, of course, AMTC logo on the front. And if you have those t-shirts, that's the only time you can go outside of your dress code. You can put that shirt on with your scrub pants. Otherwise, you have to come in your uniform. But information about the t-shirts will be available shortly for you guys. And if you want to purchase one, you can do that, and then you'll be able to wear them. That's the only time you can be out of dress code. Shoes need to be closed in, heel and toe. We can't have you coming in, anything else other than clothes and shoes, because something could happen. And we don't want to be liable for that, and we don't want you to have, anything happen. If you do, the other thing is uniform for externships. Student must wear a watch with a sweep second hand, not digital. The band must be solid and either black, white, gray, or brown. No sworn covers or attachments to the stethoscope are allowed. You have to have that also. Students must have a ball-like pen and a pocket-sized notepad. Students may not participate in any activity in which it could be constructed that they are representing the Department of Nursing or acting as their student nurse when they are not even given a DON or facility permission. Professional attire may be required by some agencies instead of uniform. You must dress however the facility wants you to dress. Whatever their dress code is, that's what you need to adapt to and come in. If not, then you need to just do your uniform. Also, jewelry. Please, with your jewelry. If you notice, I have on little diamond studs. I have no necklace on. My stuff is not too dangly in my watch. I have on a watch that's not all fashion or whatever. So what you need to do is make sure that you follow the jewelry guidelines. One small stud per each lobe, no longer than 6 centimeters in diameter. You see that? No bigger than that. Can you see? Okay. No hanging jewelry and all that stuff. No, we can't. No. Medical alert identification tags and religious necklaces may be worn after the approval by the nursing department coordinator. Meaning that if you have that on, you have to have one of those tags on. Just as long as you let your instructor or maybe even Natasha, the CEO, know, and I'm pretty sure you can wear that. It is prohibited to wear chains, rings, necklaces, dangling earrings, bracelets, piercings such as nose, eyebrow, nipple, lip, tongue rings, including barbells, dermal implants, or any piercing are visible for the body part through clothing. Any exceptions to this policy must be discussed, approved by the AMTC Student Services. So, just be careful what you wear with your jewelry. If you wear something and you see a red scrub, which is an ambassador, come over and say, hey, you may not, don't get upset. We're just trying to help you to have a better, time and get it together while you're here at AMTC, because we want everybody to be happy. Also, if you have any complaints, if you have anything that you want to talk about, in regards to AMTC and how things are going, the standards, the criteria, or the procedures, please issue a written complaint to the front office, and we will attempt to resolve the complaint in a timely, fair, and adequate manner using established timelines for each step of the complaint procedure. Okay, a complaint. If you want to put in a complaint, like we said, if you want to do the complaint, you're more than welcome to do a complaint. If it's something that's going on that you're not happy with, or something that you wanted to discuss, you can reach out to any other team members, your instructor, Miss Misty that be there. You can reach out to me. Any Red Scroll. The first point of contact is the Red Scroll. You can talk to us. And then if we can't get it what you need, your answer, we will make sure we get it. That concludes my orientation, my virtual orientation of the handbook, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is something that is new, but hey, we pray that you enjoy it, and we look forward to everyone who want to come to AMTC, because it's a great school.